Hello, Wayla.
Hello.
Hello. So we are going to do a short tarot stream, and yeah, just tarot, I reckon.
Just what's
Um,
that? Miss that?
yes. But before we begin, I've got a question to ask you because you've known me for a long time.
Okay.
Okay. So, what's your relationship with cocaine?
Zero.
Right.
I've
Okay.
never ever had it in my life. Ever.
Right. And so, what is your understanding of my relationship with cocaine, knowing me for however long you've known me, what, 25 years?
With Coke, I'd say zero as well.
Yeah, well, pretty much. I mean, there's been a few new years.
Maybe like during the war, like
Yeah,
but
not
that's
during
not
the war,
some.
no. When I was when I was young, when I was doing like, raving and during the war, it
Yeah.
was like, it wasn't at all that, but it wasn't about that at
No,
all. It was like when people got a bit older and had a bit more money and stuff, people got into all that. And I wasn't bothered about it.
that's something that I would have never, ever, ever in a million years like associated with you. Maybe like you've maybe like a couple of times tried it
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something, something.
a couple of New Years, a couple of festivals, a couple of raves, maybe.
Why have like
Less
aspersions
than
been
10
cast?
times in my life. Apparently, that's the latest thing is I'm a cokehead.
Oh really?
Yeah, and again, where's the
Oh my
evidence?
gosh. Not at all. Not at all.
It's
Not
getting
at all.
crazy. I mean, I think they're just trying to get really surreal with the stuff to sort of, I would say, to sort of bring it away from the real lies that they told, the real nasty shit. And then sort of turn it into this other stuff. Plus, they all copy each other. And right at the beginning, um, it was Dean that accused Tommy of having a wife who was on heroin, right? And it was
Oh god.
clearly false. But it's been a thing that's going for ages. So they're just trying to run this like really shallow thing on me or something. So I'm a cokehead. So
Wow.
I know it's
No.
just getting crazy.
Absolutely. No.
Whoa.
Not at all. Not at all. At all. And we've known each other a very long time in real life.
I
Like
know.
a very long time. So no.
Hey, hey up, dog. Well, I know. It's just crazy. Good morning, Red Bull. Is it early for you? Bit of morning tarot and tea. Yes. So yeah, I'm a cokehead. But the thing is, as well, is it's interesting to me because I've said many times, and think I said to Ricardo, come and see me on a panel or shut the fuck up if you've got a problem with me, and they're still doing it. Apparently, the last stream, they were explaining. They were doing some explaining in the last stream. It's the first time they've done it in the whole time in 11 months.
Thing is, when that guy gets on a panel, it just seems that he's quite incoherent as well. Like he doesn't really say
Any of them
anything, or
though?
it's like fucking.
AM, bloody hell. No, exactly. Exactly. It's just he's not going to. It's all for show because they run out of shit. People get bored, and it's like I said in my video that I'm uploading at the moment. Those guys need to sustain themselves 24/7. So like, fucking hell, who's the one who has to come up with the shit? Who's the one who has to come up with the lies and the fakery? Not me with my one stream a week. You know what I mean? It's like
Oh god.
I'm struggling to do the shit I want to do, let alone like coming up with bullshit. It's fucking mental.
That
Anyway,
is fucking wild. To be fair.
it's just getting madness. So anyway, when I do that, when I do the reaction to that stream, which I might do in the near future, I think that's a good one to do because they've like actually done some explaining. Apparently, I felt the need to explain, and I wonder why. So if you fancy coming in on that one, since you're my long time friend, who
Yeah.
doesn't know that much about the situation really, bits and bobs, then you can let them explain the situation to you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'd love to hear it. But
Exactly, I would as well.
yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely.
That.
I've been
But
waiting long enough. I've just been like, no reason given for fucking ages.
like,
So,
how long? How long have they been saying that kind of shit?
fuck. So they started when I went on holiday, and that was in March last year.
Wow.
Yeah, and they just carried on with the same old shit every night in, night out. They were trying to copy Slotham because Slotham did it to Darius, but there was a reason behind that, and Darius had gone around pissing all these people off and acted one way and been a hypocrite and thrown people under the bus and done loads of shit and tried to control this guy's comment section and all this stuff. Slotham, actually, you met Slotham, and so Slotham, was like, right then, for a year I'm just gonna fucking every night I'm gonna do a thing slagging you off. Basically, he did, and then the guy fucked off because of the pussy. But they tried to do the same thing to me, but it's like it's just the toxic ex doing it.
Oh god, that old chestnut.
Hello, Percy. Hello, Dr. Grande. Fair enough. So, should we do your tarot? Should we do a past, present, and future for you?
Yeah.
Have you got a specific question?
Oh, let me ask it. I seem to have clicked off the screen now. I'm concerned if
I can
I
still
press
hear you.
if I press that X, is that gonna?
No, it's annoying. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. Maybe.
Let me try it. I'll try it. Am I still here?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
I've just dropped a card. Whoop! Now I've dropped some cards. Huh. Okay. There was too many to look at there. So yeah, tell me. Do you want to tell me the question, or do you want to harbour the question?
Maybe I'll slightly harbour the question. But I think you'll probably know what it's in relation to anyway.
Is it the same usual suspect?
The usual suspect, yeah.
All right. Okay. Have you seen him recently?
We've not had a full catch up since like that time. The last
Devouring Mother card. No, we've not had. You've not had a catch up since that time.
Yeah. Trying to think of any sort of real development. Pretty much ticking over. Like, yeah. Tomorrow is forecasted a rendezvous.
Oh right. Okay. All right. So do you want to tell me when to stop for?
Stop.
Oh right. Okay. And do you want the top or the bottom?
Top.
Right. Well, you've got my OG accounts blocked. Up where how's my two-word lingo going, mates? That sounds like it might be Dorshin? Possibly? I'm not sure. Not Rad Rob. I'm assuming it is Rad Rob. Is there a Devouring Mother card? I don't know, but that's an interesting thing to say because that is kind of what they've been doing. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not me. It's all fake anyway, so it's just because they're also fucked up by their mothers and everything else. Oh, look at all this. I've just turned up all this other.
What's this? You shall not permit a sorceress to live. Exodus.
All right, Tarot Destroyer.
Good luck.
Oh dear me. Is that
I
you,
know,
Keith?
cut off sorceress from your hand, and you shall have no more tellers of fortune. Legend. Well, enjoy the show, Tarot Destroyer.
Yeah, I'll do you one if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right, tell me present. And tell me when to stop for present.
Okay.
Ooh,
Stop.
okay. And you want the top or the bottom?
Top.
And that leaves you the final one, which is the future. Unless you want to shuffle me to stop and shuffle for that one, or do you want to just go with this one that's left?
Go with the one that's left.
I'm fake. Oh yeah, she's got me pegged. When did I say you were fake? I said I thought you were Dorothy. Clean your ears out, Percy. Come on. Oh, the future. Oh, all right. You've got. Oh, I can put the camera on, can't I?
Destroyer. I fucking love it.
There shall not be found among you any who uses divination or an enchanter or a witch. An enchanter! Or a charmer or consultant with familiar spirits or wizards. Well, don't you think that's interesting that they put that in there because they needed to control all the power for themselves? Don't you think? Tarot Victoria. I want to get my phone and find out who this is. I bet it's Curia. I bet you that this is Curia.
What is curious? Some kind of like religious knot?
No, it's just the bell end.
Oh, right, it's just taking
Just
a piss.
pure and simple old bell end.
Oh.
Oh, here he is. It must be him. It must be him. Because he's saying, I own you now. When was it? When were you made? Oh, the 2nd of August. I wonder if he's repurposed one of his old accounts. Is that all you've got, Curia? I own you now. Really? Is that when you were saying that I was clout chasing you when you come in and doing this in my little tarot stream? For fuck's sake, you bell end. Anyway. So. That's sad though, that, innit? I like the Bible quotes. That's just sad. Oh, you? Oh, well, yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Fucking Bible quotes. Jesus.
Yeah, the Bible quotes are cool. Where have you gone? You keep disappearing. There you are. You would say that, wouldn't you? Are you coming up?
Who's that? I missed that.
Buttocks. Thank you. That's better. Well, you guys get a room, but can't you do this in the privet, you two? Can't you do this in the privet? Right, anyway. Let me do Whalers Tarot. Ow, my tarot! So we have the 8 of Wands, which is, you've had this one not long back, haven't you?
Really?
Yeah, I think so. It was when it was a
Oh.
couple of readings ago. Maybe it was one that we didn't do on the stream either.
Yeah,
It was mine, weren't it?
yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, and it was the 8 of Wands where she's running fast. You've got things on your tail, maybe. can't quite remember this one. Movement, energy, speed, motion, transformation, and jumping, and she's doing it really fast. She's got things attached to her, but she doesn't make any noise because she's moving so fast and skillfully. But as well, I've seen this one as... Yeah, this is the different one. Yeah, this is the movement and energy one.
What's that in the past?
In the past, yeah. Energy is in continual movement. It does not move, it flows. All things move and change, and we need to change with them, precede them, anticipate them, live with dynamism and velocity. Did you read that big long message that I sent you earlier?
Yeah, I did.
I wonder if that... I don't think that's got anything to do with the question that we're talking about, but it could have been possibly something to do with the environment that's changing, or restrictions or something like that. Do not turn to mediums or necromancers. Do not seek them out, and so make them yourselves unclean by them. I am the Lord your God. Aww. All right then. All right, Q, yeah. Okay, and the death card, mate. Death card in the middle.
Again, flipping mirror.
Ah. But I mean, you did get some news today as well, didn't you?
Yes, I fucking did.
So there's that. That's in the present. If that's over, if that's like affect, that's going to affect, isn't it? That's going to affect
Maybe
things.
that's part of the transformation, because before, it was yours, wasn't it? And that was like maybe it was the last one, and it was like beyond that, it will change and transform.
Yeah.
So
and now you're at that moment.
Where I am now.
Yeah. Yes. Well remembered. I think you're probably right there, because it does fit in very... I mean, I know you've had that news, but you fit in with that transformation more, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Here it is. Yeah. What's it actually say for it? End, termination, surprise, transformation. It's all what you expect. Improvised things, unpredictable, inevitable. Unpredictable, inevitable. Interesting. Long-standing fear, rest, dark, blindness, transitory movements, metamorphosis, a new beginning. On many occasions, the most common desire of those who reflected on this card was to distance themselves from the shadows and flee from the omen. But in the world of the Fae, nothing can really die, but the spirit is immortal. Yet death attends the threshold just the same. Things end, get lost, and disappear. As an eclipse hides the sun's light, death describes all the times in which we emerge from the dark before being immersed in another light. It is therefore the metamorphosis and the transformation that occur, and not the end itself. What we knew disappears. So, okay, remember that bit. What we knew disappears. To recall that death does not give us weight. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, what we knew disappears. That's what I think its connection is. But if you lack wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generosity to all without reproach, and it will be given to him. We need that around here. We really do need that one around here. So, yes. My God. This has got to be Dorothy. Why have you got an avatar of Dr. Grande? Dr. Todd Grande? What's going on there? That's mental. Percy. It's just weird. And then the last one is the Ace of Swords. Which is the
Ace of Swords.
Start, innit? Yeah, oh mate. Yeah. Just because it's the ace in the future, innit? After the death. You know what I mean? It's like the next stage of what you're going into is going to be a sword-flavoured affair. It's looking quite red and raw, that card. Force, violence, conquest, control, concentrate one's own thought on a particular target. This is a good one. This is like manifested your destiny and whatever, isn't it? Will, decision, resoluteness. Well, it's like the tool that you using yourself as the tool to do it, like practical things that you need to do to manifest your own destiny, sort of thing. In the Ace of Swords, the Fae calls upon the sword of her own life and being, and she does this alone because she must take on this responsibility. It is a heavy burden, but must be carried. The Ace of Swords signifies a decision to obtain something, to do something, to get involved, to participate, and to accept the consequences. It means being conscious of the need to act and to deal with issues, and to stop turning to others in order to resolve problems. This is a great card. It's one of the good swords. I did kind of have an inkling that it might have been one of the good swords, but I never want to assume that with the swords. That's a good use of force, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Sometimes it's necessary, isn't it? Force. Oftentimes.
Is that giving you any?
Yeah, none too shabby. That, to be fair. Well, you know,
it looks positive, doesn't it, with the outlook,
Yeah.
considering the content, the context of the question. It looks like some sort of new venture happening that you're going to be driving in the future as a consequence of this speedy. What is that? What is the past all about on there? Is that to do with the chase almost?
maybe.
You know what I mean? The chasing around and then things changing. Is that you changing, or is that the situation changing, or your interpretation of the situation or individual changing?
Well, I think it's all probably like my interpretation, isn't it? Because that's what the tarot is, isn't it? I think it just sort of is.
Which one it ever goes to you?
Yeah, maybe ever, possibly. I like it.
Yeah, good. I'm glad it was of some use to you.
I like it. Are you going to chuck 3 down?
I will. I'm going to see if anyone in the chat wants one. Do any of you guys want one? Speak now or forever hold your peace. They probably don't. Probably don't. No one's interested in the tarot apart from me and you. But that's all right. Because one day, when I've not got other things on, I'm going to make the tarot, aren't I? I was going to start it last week. Maybe try and start it this weekend. Maybe start doing the start of the tarot stuff.
Do it.
You got to run. Okay, well, shall I do you one quick? I'll do it anyway, and then you can always look back, can't you? I've done your morning tarot. Set you up for the day, Red Bull. Let me put my doo-doo hand cover on.
Where's Red Bull from? The Americas?
No, he's in Australia. It's early morning there. It's normally early in the morning when I'm talking to him at this probably this time for you, isn't it? All right, cheers, Gooden. Yeah, you can always watch it back. Oh, hang on, I'm boxing the cards here. I know, only one. Yes, I think that Ace of Swords is significant, you know, mate.
I like it, man. I like it.
Okay, I'm going to channel the Red Bull energy into these cards.
You should have a kind of Red Bull on hand to do such.
I know. I've got some blue Lucozade. It's not bad. I tried it. Debbie wanted a bit. Oh, and I was just like, you always down for a tarot? Okay. Ooh. So I'll do Red Bulls first. So past, present, and future. Oh, the moon. You've got the world. Oh no, the Wheel of Fortune. That's one of my favourites. The wheel. You've got the Three of Wands, which was one that I got, I think, recently. And the moon, which is interesting. So the Wheel of Fortune is the Wheel of Fortune. It's everything. So if this is about your day ahead, then it's a bit of everything. And the turn, and the process, and the circle of life, and everything coming in its time. And where is the thing? When I see the Wheel of Fortune, it can, to me, it can be like a plan coming together or something. Do you know what I mean? With a bit of luck or even just experience. Because in that card you've got, I think, different generations playing the Wheel of Fortune as well, but it could be like that same person in that Wheel of Time as it spirals out. You know what I mean? It's like the all-encompassing everything in the Wheel of Fortune. It's like almost like as well the Mandelbrot on the fractal. And so time, cycle, change, metamorphosis, chance, changing fortunes, rise and fall, success in things. So the eternal spiral. The Three of Wands, which is watching something coming to fruition, if I remember rightly, and putting your energies into working hard in order to enjoy the fruits, initiative, ideas, doing one's part. Everyone needs to know how to do their part. If only one part of the job is missing, then the work cannot be completed. Once we have worked hard and done all that is necessary, we can rest and wait, observing the rewards. This moment should be relished without being anxious about things that are already beyond our control. I had this one last reading, and it stood out to me. It could be about a similar thing for you, Red Bull, because we've been kind of on the same project on that one. But it could also be that physical, or it could just be a mix of both. But Red Bull's been doing loads of furniture, or he did recently put it all together that he'd had for ages and not done. So it could be something like that.
Well, like some IKEA assembling to do, or actually.
Yeah, like doing a load of stuff like that. It's just like, setting up your place and making it nice and making your foundation good to work and then enjoy the fruits from it. It could be that. And then the moon for the future. The moon in my book has got a blooming bookmark in it. I love the moon, as you can probably tell. But the moon is a liar. The moon can be a liar. That's the thing with the moon, it's mysterious. Dreams, illusions, intuition, the world of the invisible, magic, female power, the hidden side, the receptive side, the soft side, the silent side, quest, transformation again, inconstancy and capricious. Inconstancy. Don't run away, Red Bull, don't run away. Yeah, the moon's an interesting one. It's good because it's the intuition, and it's not quite the stars, is it? But it's still in there. But the moon's, see, the moon comes out in the day, which makes it a liar. Do you remember who said that? What was his name? Lee. Do you remember Lee?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he used to say the moon was a liar because it used to be out in the day and it used to freak him out. So yeah, it just always sticks in my mind with this card. Dreams, illusions, intuitions. There we are. There's Red Bull.
Can Red Bull confirm if that correlates to stuff that he's got going on or not?
Yes, you never know. Well, he's gone. He's gone.
Is he gone?
Yeah, this is for him to look back on later. So I'm going to do Dorshins. Dorshin, will you tell me why you've got Dr. Todd Grande as your avatar? I need to know. I need to know why it's called Thursday.
Who is Doctor?
Dr. Tugman. I sent you that. I sent you one of his videos. I'm sure I did.
Oh, that one.
I was thinking about one of his the other day, actually, from Florida, and it haunted me. I can't remember why it popped into my head, but it's awful. It's like one of the worst. He picks some right stories. That's the thing with him. He picks some right stories. It's a full eagle. Okay, but did it work? You've kind of blown your cover now. But no, this really bad. I mean, I could send you some stories from Dr. Ted Grande's channel that make your hair curl. Did I not send you the Everest one about Sandy Pittman? I think from there, maybe.
You told me about that one.
Yeah, well, that's not actually the reality now. There's more. There's loads more that's happened with the Mount Everest stuff, but Lima's not been around, so we are going to do the Mount Everest again one day. But there's loads of it as well. But yeah, the Sandy Pittman story that we looked at and that I was commenting on is not the real story, and I'd love to revisit it. Now I've seen the real information. Dr. Ravi. I don't know Dr. Ravi. I don't think. I don't know her. Dr. Ravi. No, did you ever see that one with the blooming bridges? Oh my God. It was like one of those massive bridges that open up in the middle, whatever they're called, to let the boats through or whatever. It's like, and I can't remember why I don't know if there was a boat coming through or not. I don't think there even was a boat coming through, but like this old lady was walking across the bridge.
Oh no.
Yeah, man, the whole thing, and she was like hanging on for dear life, and the whole thing just like slowly just getting higher and higher until she just dropped.
Oh shit! What is she? Yeah, fucking hell.
Because she weren't quick enough to like peg it down to the bottom, like you would if you just felt it going. But apparently there was like where she was hanging off, like the thing. It was like the way the railings were. She could have had a foothold in it if she'd have just looked and not panicked. Could have probably just stood on the railing horizontally. It would have been all right. But then when it started going back down again, you'd have still been fucked. Can you imagine that?
Fucking last year, I saw a video of a woman in Iraq, and she walked over this bridge with the two kids, like under 5, probably like under 4, both of them, just fucking slung them off the bridge, mate.
What?
Right.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, it's fucking
slung 2 kids off a bridge.
Yeah, apparently she'd had some big bust up with her husband and just fucking went and lobbed the kids
off.
Like
psycho. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's just like
I have to cleanse my energy a minute before I read Shin's tarot after that, because that's actually really, that's awful, isn't it?
Fucking awful.
1 4 kids.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Rest in peace, kids.
Yeah, man. Oh, Dr. Ramani. I've not watched her for a bit, actually. I keep meaning to. She's a bit, I don't know, intense, I think. She's a bit intense for me. She's got crazy eyes. Dr. Ramani, what do you think of Dr. Ramani Wayler? She's a narcissist woman. Dr.
Oh, yes, I think I have seen her.
She's all right, isn't she? She's all right.
Yeah, I'm not struck on her either, to be honest with you.
There was a time when I did watch her, and then I went off her for a bit, and then I watched her again, and then I've not really watched her again because I've not been watching anything. And if I do watch any narcissist stuff now, I'll just watch Sam Wagner or Richard Grannon sometimes, occasionally. And that's about it. I used to watch Dr. Carter as well, but he's the opposite of Dr. Ramani. He's like a big teddy bear. Have you seen him? He's got like a yellow room and a dog sat in there, and he's like, "Hello, me and Gus are here to tell you about narcissists." He's like a right nice, sweet duffer, sweet old duffer. Sweet old duffer is like, like very soothing, and for the people who are coming for, some sort of make them feel better for being attacked or whatever. Whereas maybe it's just a bit better to just be armed with knowledge, really, rather than soothing. You know, although he does give knowledge and he gives confidence in that sense, but yeah, again, it's where everyone puts their angle on it, don't they? I suppose.
Yeah, of course.
What angle suits you, I suppose. But for me, the closest you can get to source is Sam Vaknin, and there's not as the only angle that's on it is his angle. He has got an angle of his own, but I don't know. I just like it better. It just seems more like when you get to the top of a mountain and you can kind of go from there. And if you went straight down, it's like there's more. I can't explain it. I don't know the words to explain that thing, that analogy. To be fair. Yeah, she is aggressive. Yeah, she is. I don't know. There's a bit of her. There's a bit too much of her invested in it for me, I think. Which is a lot for me to say because I invest everything to do with me in anything that I do. But I don't know. There's just something about her. But I think she's all right. Yeah. But who was the other one who had loads invested? Yeah, that Danish guy. Have you seen him, Danish? I think Dorshin watches Danish, or he's spoken about him. Yeah, she is a bit more empowering, really. But I tell you who I do watch occasionally is one that came through Sam Vaknin. What was her name? Rebecca Zung or something. Rebecca Zung, and she's about empowerment and stuff, and I like her. And I think I actually prefer her to Dr. Ramone, actually. But maybe that's because I just watched a lot of her stuff at one bit. That's true. That is true. She has lived it. That's probably what it is with her. Yeah, that probably is what it is. And it's probably just a bit close to me and how I am a bit. I think with her as well, she was like, I was watching her before I came to this community, I think. So right at the start, when I first started getting into the NARC stuff, I think it was Teal Swan. Yeah, it was Teal Swan. It was the first one. Because I was doing like meditation stuff or something, and then that came up. She's like New Age and stuff, but she ended up getting found out for being like running a cult or something, weren't she?
Oh, she was in a cult and she was a survivor, wasn't she, or something? I suppose maybe then at some level you'd go on to form your own fucking cult. I don't know.
I don't know, some sort of online thing, which is
a lot of controversy around, wasn't there?
There was. All I can remember from her is it was like both of her front teeth were like fused together. She had like Bugs Bunny teeth, but like cartoon teeth. Remember, they were
she's really beautiful though, isn't she? She's like
Megan
Fox of the fucking.
Oh yeah, definitely the what's it? The esoteric crystal man's crumpet.
Yeah.
Definitely. But like, and she was all right for a bit. She like opened that vocabulary to me, and then I started searching more and more. Found Dr. Carter and Dr. Ramone. Watched them. Then I found Richard Brannon. Then we used to watch it, didn't we? We used to watch the Richard Brannon stuff. I
love a bit of Richard Brannon. Do you know what I love about Richard Brannon as well? I don't know, maybe me and him sort of have we follow the same sort of, profiles on, so the things that he likes, you see them, because you follow him and them and you just like, go on, son. I've got the cut of your fucking jib, boy. And
he's a good one. He's a real one. He's a real one, but it was him that I think he did a Sam Vaknin's thing, didn't he? And that's how I started watching Sam Vaknin. And after that, it was just like everything else is just a little bit diluted. But Richard Brannon's good. He's very personable and quite like a real. Is he
still going? Is he still making videos?
He was doing live streams last I saw.
No.
But that was a while ago. Last I saw. I've not been on YouTube all day, guys. I've not been on at all. I've been editing my video. I've been doing a video. I'm going to upload it after this. So this is the plan, is that because I've like pushed everything back because I couldn't be arsed, I'm going to do the tarot. Then I'm going to upload the video. I'm going to put the video up, which is really long. It's like 2 hours long. Fucking hell. So I don't expect many people to watch it. I hope that the recipient watches it. But And that obviously I'll fill you in on that when we do the reaction stream to their explanation. I'll explain all that stuff then. But yeah, to the recipient, I hope he watches it, and I hope he watches the videos I put on the end of that video as well, because I'm going to stick a Sam Vaknin on the end of it. There's like a 12-minute Sam Vaknin that came out recently, which was like, I think I must have seen the title, and it resonated with everything I was saying anyway, because then when I watched it, it was like really, it hit loads of things that I've been thinking about when I was making my video. So I just stuck it on the end because it's only 12 minutes. I know that Sam Vaknin don't mind if you use his videos. So yeah, it's a long one. And then I did a little edit at the end because I've not done one for ages. So I'll put that up. And then after that, I'm going to do a drama stream tonight at about 6ish in the morning. So if you're up early.
What's the drama stream?
It's just when we're not doing tarot and when people come on the panel and we talk about shit and we end up. Buttocks might actually come on the panel. The pussy boy, bringing his tarot destroyer with him to protect him. Well, you're in my video, Buttocks. What is this anyway? What are you saying here, Doshin? If I stated what I have, would you hold it against me? Simple yes or no. What does that mean? What does that mean, Wayla?
No comment.
It can't be that obvious, surely. Well, then that's a no. That's a no then. I'll err on the side of caution, I reckon. Right, so I'll do Doshins, and then I'm going to do, if there's no one else who wants one, I'll do my own. And then I've got another friends that I want to do. So I'll do Doshins. If I dare.
Unmute.
All right. So, past. Present. Future. Interesting. Definitely the present is interesting. I like this card. What is it, this one? The 6 of Wands. Right. So we have got Wands, and then the Wisest, which would be the Hierophant, I think, in the deck. So which ones is this one? Is this the Ace? The 4. Four of Wands. Is this not the one that's like a party for them? Is the party? Got the wrong one. Yeah, the feast, celebration, agreement, tranquility, peace, preparations of joy in the past. Interesting. Party does not need a reason. A party or feast happens when the heart is happy. The Fae prepare the tree for a celebration that will not be for them. A party for them. Well, the Fae will return from their business and find everything ready. This kind of harmonious arrangement is difficult to arrive at, but brings serenity to all the individuals who take part. Making a party for someone else. making a feast for someone else, I would say. In my experience of having seen Doshin's operations, definitely making a party, making a feast for other people. I think you know who I'm talking about, don't you, Doshin? And then there's the Six of Wands. Hey up, evil cries again. Herald, messenger, foreigner, bringer of news, honourable rival. A foreigner. A foreigner who brings a gift is not an enemy. Even if he is different and speaks another language, it is important to welcome him and try to understand him. If he turns out to be a rival, or the news he brings is not good, so be it. There is no need to be frightened beforehand. A meeting with foreigners or with someone different is always an occasion for growth and joy, and to bring with it new ideas and open new roads. Interesting. Okay, opening new roads. So it started off with a party and a feast. That could be a little bit like train the body and the mind will follow in a way. Like you get yourself going with a party or something, then something comes to broaden your horizons. A foreigner, someone comes to visit you, maybe at that party, or just by opening yourself up by being like that. You know, by not being shut down and opening up to that, and then you get in the future the wisest, which is a court card. Where is the wisest in this scheme of things? I don't even know. Try and get a wriggle on this. This is number 5, early on in proceedings. Wisdom, advice, experience, suggestion, ritual, right and comprehension. The wise one is the seer's consort. For this reason, the symbol of the hourglass recurs in both of their cards. However, if the link between the emperor and the empress was one of communion, that between the seer and the wise one does not lead to them meeting, as their roads are diverse. Where she is a custodian, he bestows freely. His house is made to answer and to guide, to divide the wisdom that he has gathered. With the wise one has to return to the heart in order to reach the spirit, and there find all the knowledge that can be learnt from books, but only from things that are made and experienced. What does that even mean? Cannot be learnt from books, but things that are made and experienced. Okay. Furthermore, one needs to understand one's limits and accept the things that pass, keeping every memory intact. However, that's interesting, isn't it, Doshin? Keeping every memory intact that chooses to put that in. I think that's telling you that you're going to get better. You're going to get, well, not like completely cured. Obviously, that'd be a miracle, but you know, he's putting loads of effort into healing himself and eating well and all that stuff, as we've heard. So
he needs to watch that Jack Cruz podcast, man. He talks about it a lot, so much. Yeah, and it's like amazing. Really, really like. It's on YouTube, and it's Rick Rubin, Andrew Huberman, and Dr. Jack Cruz. Big. It's MS, isn't it? Is it MS? Yeah, talk a lot about.
Yeah, well, I'll send him the link to that.
Yeah, do it honestly. Like that's something that anybody that's not even sick or a little bit sick can massively fucking benefit from that. But you know, anything like that, 100% watch it.
Oh right, okay, I should watch that, shouldn't I?
No, I beg everybody to watch it. Everybody, it should be fucking compulsory. But
okay, I'm going to do one last one because I'm at 49 minutes, and if I've got time at the end, I'll do one for myself. But I'll do this one for my friend Zeph. And there was a previous reading, so I'm going to get the card out for that reading as a signifier, I reckon. I'll find it. Okay. Yes. Because I did a previous reading which was before a move, and so this one should be, this is after the move, so that's why
an actual house move or
just a general move, a massive, quite a big change, not in a physical space, but yeah, quite a big change. That wasn't, it was intentional, you know what I mean, it wasn't like accidental or anything, but still, that was done before the move, and now this one's going to be done after the move. So I'm going to put the original card at the top, or at the bottom, isn't it? Because it's the root. So that was the future. That was the final outcome of a Celtic Cross that I did, which had the death card and loads of stuff in it. So it was a really good one, and it was positive. But the final outcome was where, I don't know if he will this card, but not that you usually do this. But it's the sort of looking back and learning from the past, and looking at past wars and reflection, massive load of reflection. What's this one then? It's the 5 of Swords. Yes, so I'll just start with that. But yeah, I will shuffle it with that in mind. And I'll do a past, present, and future. My friend there, right. Okay, so past. I'll do the bottom ones. Okay. Now, I don't know. I've just done a general reading. I've not done it specific to. I suppose it is. It's specific to after the event, and so this would be the recent past, maybe leading up to the event, or maybe even since the event occurred. The present is a very good one, and then the future. Oh wow. Okay. You've got. We've got the Chariot as the future. Interesting. So the past is the 3 of Pentacles, which is hard work to create something out of ambiguousness. You know what I mean? To like pin something down and really creating something. Occupation, commerce, arts, the ability for the benefit of others. Oh mate, it's so true. Also fervour and the desire to be realised, to realise something. In the 3 of Pentacles, we are confronted with the possession of objects as property, and with the possession of objects as paternity. The artisan follow. It could be like the daddy thing. That's just interesting. Possession of objects as paternity. The artisan follows another's orders, but it is in his heart and his able hand that generates the perfect pentacle. Things, even material things, are linked to those who create them. So this is impossible to do something without leaving trace of our spirit behind. Interesting. I would say, knowing what I've know this was before. This is how the event came to start up. And yeah, I mean, have a look at that card. There's a guy looking over the shoulder. Now I wonder if that was like the old clan. Interesting. People looking over your shoulder while you're hammering away. That sounds like end, doesn't it? The present is strength, and that would definitely be something that, well, you know what strength is. She's killed. Well, she's got this massive dragon in her clutches. And it is exactly what it says on the tin, really. But it's a lovely, lovely card, that one. I really like it. And it's definitely one to give you strength and to give you hope for a situation. So I'll read the thing because it's nice. But I mean, it's pretty obvious what strength is. But I'll put it in. Which bloody number is it, though? That's the question. 8. I've got too many blooming bookmarks in here now. Courage, force, energy, constancy and adversity. Triumph against a superior enemy. I will say so. The triumph of good over bad, justice against falsehood, reason against brutality, laughter against silence. There you go. Decent.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and then the last one is the Chariot. Oh, we're at 57 minutes. I might just nip over it, but still. So you've got 2 trump cards. One is, and that's number 7. So it's gone from strength to the Chariot. So it's really close. They're really close to each other, and it's going backwards. So that would indicate to me, knowing what I know of the situation, and knowing what I know of the Chariot, if I can find it. It is, if I remember rightly, a visitor. Travel, route, victory. Oh, I'm wrong. Conquest, ownership, vanity, displaying oneself. Oh, you are the visitor. It's not the visitor coming. The visitor coming is it's the guy on the lobster, isn't it? But it's really similar to this card. But it's got a pomegranate, which is like the thing for friendship, isn't it? So
biblical as well, pomegranates.
Yeah. Are you gonna get drunk today? We don't need the cards to tell you that. In the cards from past centuries, the icon of the chariot had 2 different aspects. On the one hand, it was a chariot of war, formidable and cruel, while on the other, it was a chariot of triumph, on which the victorious leader sat, crowned with laurels to return home. Ooh, return home. 2 sphinxes hold it, one white to symbolize good and the other black to symbolize evil. In the world of the Fae, the vanity of men does not exist. The chariot returns to its original nature, that of transport and of movement. Interesting. Each journey of the spirit begins with a material voyage, and yet this magical pomegranate that overcomes obstacles also indicates the roof of the world, success and glory, because he who sits on top remains unchanged by things rushing around him, protected and at the center of everything, visible and crowned with glory. But this glory remains and will always remain in the world of material things, because this is its magic, just like the fairy tale of Cinderella, the beauty of who rode it in a similar carriage to a great ball.
Sounds biblical, mate. Wow.
That does. It sounds very congruent, and especially since it's the 8 and the 7. Now the going backwards thing. I mean, I'm projecting that because I know kind of something. So she's had a movement, and there might be like some people coming over to her. So it's like it means that maybe that's the backwards part of it, is that the glory and the returning home part comes from the movement and travel indicates that we will go to her, which we kind of know we're doing anyway. But yeah, it will come to her. And to be fair, the movement and travel thing is very interesting because it's like the move itself has inspired others to do movement and travel. So very interesting. I wonder what Zephyr will make of it. I will send her a copy of this so she can have a look at it. Very interesting. But this one was the indicator from the past one, which is the reflection, mental silence. Did I read that one out? I think I did. Did I not?
I don't know.
This one was the Five of Swords, which is like the midway point of the swords. So.
Are you doing yours?
The desert indicates solitude. It also indicates the lack of a road or path already trodden. The fairy lights carried away on the wind. Like seeds indicate new hopes and opportunities. That's that one. Do mine. 1 minute over. Go on then, I'll do a quick one. Why not? Hey up, Vic! Are you coming on? Do you want a reading? You've just got here in time if you do. Hello. We've just got here in time if you do. I'm going to bag her off because I'm coming back later. I'm doing an evil or a Ricardo where you do like multiple streams. But I'm not just doing that every day. It's just because I didn't do one yesterday that I was going to do. I was going to start doing them on a Wednesday night. I've put it off until tonight. Because I couldn't be arsed yesterday. Hey up, Lewis. I hope you'll be around later. It'll be about... Cheers, dears. It'll be around the 6 o'clock mark for me. So in about 7 hours. Maybe about 6.5 hours. It'll be. We'll have a little kip. And then I'm going to come back to you. So do either Lewis or Vic want a reading? Or I'll just do mine while I wait and see what they say. Right, so. Whoop. Oh, they're feeling heavy. I could just feel the heaviness just come straight on there. Crazy. You know when you can feel them just go heavy and light. Sometimes they stick and weird. Weird how it operates, how it does its thing. Right, okay. So past, present, future. Past, present. Oh dear. Future. Okay.
It's like a big flying saucer.
The flying saucer card, yeah. It's the Ace of Pentacles.
What is it? The Ace of Pentacles.
Start of the Pentacle journey. I don't know much about the Ace of Pentacles, I don't think, really. Whoops.
Is that for the past?
That's for the past, yeah. God. Just take the thing off. Gaffer tape. It's like space. If you can see, it's like space gaffer tape. It's right cool. Got nebulas and stuff on it. So the Ace I'm not finding it. Ah. It's not the Ace of Pentacles. What? I thought it was the Ace of Pentacles. Which one's that then? Oh, the Knave. Yeah, I don't know this one very well. I don't see the Knave of Pentacles very often at all. Yeah, the Knave of Pentacles. That could be a person.
Interesting.
In the past. Let's have a look. The Knaves. Yeah, there's only a couple of the names that I kind of know. Kind of. Court cards. Taking me ages to do this. Application, study, knowledge, inquiring spirit. Inexperience, even in the material field, brings about a desire to explore and to experiment without fear. He tries to widen the spaces he is used to and perceive more of the world. Okay. Widen the spaces used to. This card indicates exploration of spaces and places rather than introspection or soul searching. Restlessness is characteristic of youth and also the suit of pentacles, and is transmitted in this errant motion and this continual quest for answers about one thing and another. Interesting. The continual quest for answers about one thing or another, and the fact that it's practical, not soul searching, is interesting, because this last week, because I've taken these 2 days a week off where I just like focus on me and my kid, then that has been way more practical and doing loads of practical things. It could be that. It could actually be my kid, that, because you know, the learning and exploring and things like that. Been doing stuff like that, hasn't he? And it's just been broadening the horizons. And so anyway, the present doesn't look very good at all to me. The Nine of Swords. Oof. I don't feel like the Nine of Swords right now. Remorse, pain, self-destructive will, surrender, abandonment, nightmare, desperation, deep suffering. Possibly recently I had a thing where I felt really bad about something with my family, something to do with my family. It could be that. But I hope it's in the present. So if I am feeling that, I'm not, you know, I'm managing to shut that away somehow, quite successfully. If I am, that's a bit of a worrying present card, isn't it? Really, because it makes me think, what's going to happen? Remorse. Shit, man. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign at all. The Nine of Swords. Hanging sword, yeah, the Sword of Damocles hanging over you. It could be those guys, and knowing that every single fucking day they're going to do an horrible, bitchy, lying stream, which I've got to add to my big pile of streams to go through, and they just keep on going and going, even though I've said to them, you've got a complaint, bring it to me on a panel, or shut the fuck up. And they won't.
Maybe that's more what it is.
It could be that. It's like literally every time I do a stream, I know if the Sword of Damocles is hanging over me every time, because those guys are such fucking idiots. But I'm going to put a video out about it anyway. A 2 hour long one. And then the last one, the future, is the Rabbit Dude card. Rabbit Dude, I've been here tonight. The Knight of Pentacles. So 2 court cards in a row. I know a little bit more about the Knights, a bit more. Easy. Pentacles for the future. That's good. On unknown road with Faye rides a rabbit. A pentacle hangs from the bit and a castle stands in the background. Responsibility, honesty, service, loyal spirit. The future. Now that could mean that I'm going to meet that person, or that I'm going to be that, have that energy in my life, or coming in, or I'm going to be more in line with a person like that. But I think it'll maybe me meeting one, possibly. Loyalty is not aimed at only one person, or at duty in a strict sense, to words said or to promises. Loyalty is a sentiment that is linked to coherence in things we belong to and love. Through loyalty, with regard to our values and our origins, it is possible to discover a part of our actual identity. Well, I would definitely agree with that. I've definitely learned a lot of that in the last, like all this in the dojo, definitely. But for the future, loyalty, interesting. I don't know whether it's going to be like my loyalty is going to be called upon for someone else, or whether they're going to be loyal to me. I don't know. I don't even know if it's about this realm or in the real world. I think it's more likely to be this realm with the sword of Damocles.
Maybe all shall be revealed on there.
But that's like deep suffering, and no deep suffering there. Who knows? All shall be revealed in time. Turn, and all that.
Indeed.
So yes, 111 it is now. So that's not too bad.
Oh, bless you. Well, shall we skedaddle? Because my battery's gone over 10, yeah.
My bedtime soon.
Yeah,
I'll be back at 6 a.m. if you're up and awake.
I'm up, yeah, I'll jump on it. Well, thank you very much for my reading.
Yes, thank you very much for coming and keeping company while I do it.
Bless you, and it's been cool.
All right then, good one.
Sweet, might see you on the morning.
Might see you in the morning, yeah. Sweet dreams.
Sweet. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody.